Hi, Elle here at elleingles.com, pressure-free.com. I just got done coaching a group of business students at Purdue University, and we had 40 people on. It was really an amazing session, and I wanted to bring forward tonight, how I work with students, what kinds of students I work with, who's attracted to pressure-free. The students who tend to want to work with me have what I call wide bandwidth. It doesn't even fit on the screen here. They can do a lot of things, and they get frustrated when people tell them to slow down or take time off or just stop, right? Don't do that. And they get frustrated about that because they want to do so much. They have this wide bandwidth. I coach them well because I am one of them. Don't tell me to slow down. Here's the deal about stress, and it's really about semantics too. So my clients tend to love they love challenges. They love, in a way, they love stress, the way most people think about stress. So I have a very specific way that I define stress. It's not stress. It's not a stressor unless you're triggering the stress response because of it. It's a challenge or a target or a goal or a vision you have for yourself. But it doesn't become stressful unless you've actually triggered the stress response. And it's then that you start to see the side effects. So if you're experiencing side effects like your face turning red or your stomach getting nauseous or you feel your heart beating out of your chest, if you're experiencing panic attacks or GERD, or there's just so many things that you could be experiencing, your body's telling you that you're not managing your challenges. Your body's telling you you're triggering too much of the stress hormones. Stress is not the culprit. Stress hormones are the culprit. The release too much of them. You'll hear this phrase, I've burned out my adrenals. So that means too many times the adrenal glands are having to work and release stress hormones. So it was really fun. I had some great questions at the end of this webinar that I just did, this training that I just did with these students, and what they bring forward. And it's easy to forget as adults just how under the gun some of these students are. There's one of them explained he's got a quiz and 2 midterms, and there's so much stuff, and that's what makes us stronger, having to take on that many things. When I was a student at the University of Michigan, so I was in 2 programs at once. I was in the orchestral conducting program at the music school, and at the same time I was doing my MBA. And so basically I was working all day and all night, I had 2 part-time jobs too with a symphony. So it was, how can I get all that done? You need to learn to prioritize. And if you don't trigger the stress response, your prioritization is going to make sense. So you're working on the things that are giving you the biggest bang for your buck. It's that 80-20 rule, which is one of the tools that I teach in my course. Anyway, I just wanted to bring forward that I do work with students. So students who are experiencing a lot of anxiety, they feel stuck, or they are their grades are suffering. That their grades could be better. They know their grades could be better, but something's off. And I truly believe that the human brain is so brilliant. When we can stop the release of these hormones, the cognitive function will improve so much, and it just prevents so much suffering. There's so much unnecessary suffering today. And I just kind of put my stake in the ground that, it's not okay. It really isn't okay. Our students shouldn't have to suffer this much. And pressure-free helps them become emotionally resilient, psychologically flexible, so they can handle all these challenges without triggering the stress response. So if you have a student in need, please just go to my... You can go to speakwithelle.com. That's my calendar. You can book a call right there. If you want to see some testimonials, I have some great testimonials from students on my, in addition to adults, on my website page. That's elleingles.com/testimonials. So you can check that out too. Have a great pressure-free night.